In today's video, we're going to talk about what situational awareness is, why it's so important for your personal safety, and most importantly, how you can start implementing it today so that you can begin to keep yourself safer starting right now. Hi, I'm Mike Corwin. I spent over 30 years working as a civil plaintiff and criminal defense investigator in some of our nation's most dangerous areas. I want to teach you the skills that I learned in order to keep myself safe so that I could be effective in the work that I was doing. I now teach personal safety and self-defense and workplace violence prevention as a way to help people get more out of life by being able to do what they love to do and to do it safely. And if you like what you find in this video, go ahead and download my free PDF guide on situational awareness. You'll find a link to it in the description below, and it will show you how to use situational awareness in a variety of settings. Now, what is situational awareness? Simply put, situational awareness is the awareness of your environment around you and the people within it and how those things can potentially become a threat to your safety. There are people that you can possibly interact with that can become dangerous for you. Now, for example, with a vehicle, both it can mean somebody pulling up to you and jumping out. It can mean somebody who passes by and fires into a crowd. It can even be somebody who drives their vehicle into a group of people. All of those things are safety threats. Situational awareness is what would allow you to avoid being harmed from that type of situation or from an attack from an individual or even in a mass shooting. Situational awareness is the most important thing that you can do. And here's why that's so important. Situational awareness gives you the time and the distance to implement a strategy to straight up avoid a dangerous situation. Nothing else that you can do will allow you to completely avoid it. Other things, even including de-escalation, requires some type of engagement with the threat. With situational awareness, you can avoid the danger, and that's why it's so critical to your safety. Partly what's involved with that is assessing what's around you, the people in it, the vehicles, the buildings, everything, so that you recognize the potential for a threat and that by assessing it, you develop an exit strategy. What we really want to do when we recognize that there's a potential threat is to get out of there. So we need to think about how we can do that. Where can you go? About how many steps is it going to take for you to get there? What happens if you go in that route and it starts to get blocked? Now, I know this sounds really complicated, but here's what's the most important thing I'm going to teach you today. And that's how to start implementing it immediately. And believe it or not, it's a lot easier than you might think. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at the surroundings around you and describe what you see. Now, it's best if you can describe it out loud, but you can also think about it internally. But I want you to describe in detail. Where are the buildings? Where are the trees and the shrubs? Where are the people? Where is the lighting? Where are the vehicles either parked or moving? And I want you just to describe what you see. Now, if you want to check to see how well you're doing, you can go ahead and turn on your camera and video what you're seeing and describe it out loud and see if what you see on camera is the same as what you're describing. Now, as you're describing your situations, I want you to think out loud about where can you go. For example, if a vehicle comes up from behind you and someone jumps out, where can you go? If someone comes out of a building and starts to charge at you, where can you go? I want you to think about that, not just what you see, but where can you go with it? It would be really beneficial, and in fact most beneficial, if you would be able to do that in a variety of settings. But simply start practicing this today and do it enough times, day after day after day, to where it becomes automatic. Now, if you like this video and you like what you're learning, I have a more in-depth guide on situational awareness and how you can implement it in a variety of settings to help keep yourself safe. And you can download it for free. Just click on the link in the description below. It's chock full of great information for you so that you can keep yourself safe as you go about living the life you want to live.